your host for the Hidden Truths channel. And welcome to my Saturday night hangout. Being all serious tonight, we're going to talk about some things. We're just going to hang out and see what everybody else wants to talk about. But it'll take a couple minutes for YouTube to send out notifications, people start showing up. So, but anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to have this Saturday night hangout every week. Something a little bit more relaxed and stuff. And what we're going to talk about is the way we used to spend our Saturday nights back in the 70s and 80s. Oh, miss cruising. I miss Friday and Saturday nights, and it didn't matter if it was summer or winter. We had just as much fun. Remember, cold don't bother you when you're young. But anyway, we're gonna have a little Saturday night hangout. Listen to a little music. See if YouTube gives me a copyright. Oh yeah, night to hang out. It's a beautiful day. They said it was going to be cloudy. Now I wish we would have no wind so I could actually do a live broadcast at night by a fire out in the grove, but the wind just don't want to seem to stop. It's been blowing for months, but I guess it's better than what they've been having down south in the southeast part of the country. But I guess it's the fuel that we're getting. We're getting the fuel started here and going down there. But anyway. Yep, Saturday night hangout. YouTube would probably give me a copyright warning on this. Just listening to the radio in my truck. Okay, do that these days. Sometimes you just gotta sit back and enjoy. Awesome song to do it to, isn't Don't drive too fast. Oh, I got some people showing up. Saturday night hangout. Talk about a few things and anything that you guys want to talk about, bring it on and we'll discuss it. Say hi, classic. Yep, love it. Hey, Saturday night hangout. Don't worry, YouTube will give me a copyright warning on this because I'm listening to the radio. But if you like this channel, hit the like button and subscribe. Share the internet address. Let's bring some people here tonight. Need a few more subscribers and hit 100 subscribers. I'd like to do that in this live broadcast. What's up? The Sigmas. Oh, I like that. Sigma Mail, you talking?
997 The Lake Classic hits. So just how much are you spending on subscription?
Listen to the radio on the Saturday night, just hanging out, enjoying the nice weather. I subscribe. Well, thank you very much, the Sigmas. So, appreciate it. What we're going to talk about tonight is said hi. Absolutely. I appreciate you subscribing too. You say I like to get up to 100 subscribers. But remember what it was like in the 70s and 80s, maybe? Some of you are younger, don't remember that, but cruising, the old stuff before cell phones and computers were and just hang out and have fun with your friends and stuff. Remember them days? You know, where Main Street, a small town, was full. Oh, I used to miss them days so bad. Growing up in the 70s and 80s was like totally awesome. Yeah, I know what you mean. I grew up in a town of about 2,200 people. We had 750 students, kindergarten to 12th grade, all in the same building. It was a big school building, and we had our high school part, our elementary part and stuff. But yeah, things were different back then. But I sure missed the easy times. God, cruising on Friday and Saturday nights, and it didn't matter what time of year it was. You know, if you didn't have a vehicle, you just walk Main Street and pretty soon somebody picked you up and you could cruise in the car with somebody. You know, it was awesome. You know, there weren't as many cops on the street. You could definitely say that. You know, cops were your friend, and if you got in trouble, they took you home and your parents dealt with you. So, and you'd rather that the cops dealt with you. But cruising and stuff, the way things used to be, simple and easy. I watch these things on YouTube about the 70s and 80s, you know, vintage videos, what life used to be like and stuff, jumping our bikes. Yeah, my first bike, believe it or not, that I learned to ride on, and this would have been probably 71. Probably when I learned how to ride a bike. I was like, not quite 5, but it was an old banana seat bike, you know, the ones that you saw in the Brady Bunch. That's how I learned to ride a bike on. I go by those places where I grew up now, 50 years later, 57 years later, and boy, things have changed. Like, you know, I used to spend a lot of time. I've been going to Plum Creek Park, you know, Walnut Grove, the House in the Prairie, for, well, since I was 5, so 52 years now. And go back to those places, and it just ties down the way things used to be, where things easy and simple. Less regulation. People all got along. People were happy. Even after an election, imagine that. You know, where kids were shooed away from the adults. Go out and play. You know, a kid could be out there and get trusted because they didn't have to be worried about their kids being stolen. Nobody's going to steal somebody's kids back then. They all their kids had to worry about. But, you know, that type of stuff.
Monday morning at 9.
I miss it.
It's from the 70s and 80s on 99.7 The Lake.
So what do we got here? Nope, just on the Saturday night hangout. Listen to a little music. That's one thing about music these days. There's so many stations that play 70s and 80s. I know when I was growing up in the 80s, there weren't that many stations from the 1940s. Okay. Yeah, my stepdad listened to folk, but that was hard enough. But just hanging out. You guys want to see where I'm at? I'm out in my truck right now. I like doing live streams out in my truck. But then out in the Panhandle of Nebraska, the Wheatfield Park. I work at the pasture, fixing fence in the pastures. That's about 2.5 hours north of here. So a little bit, maybe closer to 3, but this is my farm site down in the southern part of the Panhandle. My horses got the whole grove. But yeah, this is what I mean, hanging out on a Saturday night. There ain't really no town around here. Not much action in this town. A whole bunch of, you know, you go here to live and leave it to Beaverland. So I appreciate everybody being here tonight, hanging out with me, listening to a little radio for a little bit. God, it is a beautiful night. I just wish the wind would die down a little bit so I could have a fire and do a live stream that night. I have my fire looking out to the west in the air, in the sky, and seeing what we could see. I don't know. A lot of surf pop up there at night sometimes. Well, there are military complexes there. You know, things that shoot things out of the ground that go up in the air or other countries. Yeah, that stuff is just west of about 10 miles and stuff. So you see a lot of stuff at night. But with this wind, I want to be able to do with a fire. But this wind just hasn't died down. This weather's crazy. tell you what, like I say, we're just fueling for all the storms that go through the southeast. This is where they're getting all their energy from. I tell you what, the wind's been blowing nuts. You know, in Nebraska here, there's a lot of houses that are stuck. And the reason for that is we'll have 50-mile-an-hour winds all day long. 60-mile-an-hour winds. I mean, I was driving down the road once, going north, and we had straight south wind. I was going 60 miles an hour. I spit out my window, and the spit stayed even with the truck. I'm telling, I want to get that on video. That was seeing this. It was strange looking. Let's just say that. If I get that on video, you guys would swear I was doing magic.
Just think of the number of subscription services
that
you're spending money for. All right, it could be for streaming,
storms
it could be e-commerce, music. But apparently, when you add it all up, we're spending over $1,000 a year on subscriptions. So much so that it's had a lot of people second guess.
Don't need to listen to the commercials. But anyway, it's a nice place to live. It's nice and quiet, not populated like these counties here don't even have population of a couple thousand people. In some of the counties where I go up fencing up in the northern panhandle, they don't even have 1,000 people in those counties. And those counties are huge. That's the way I like it, though. I put out a short that day, doing jobs that nobody else likes to do. It's job security, recession-resistant job. Gotta like it. Get out there in the middle of nowhere. I can take my dogs with me. You know, get out there with nature. Stay in shape. You don't have to deal with societal pressures, traffic, that type of stuff. You know, you're running a fence line in a side-by-side, putting in posts and fixing wire, that type of stuff. But pays the bills, makes me happy, and I get to work for myself. Yeah, the ranchers can't get nobody to do fencing no more. I don't know. I got people that work for them. You just tell them to do it. Well, they don't even want to tell them to do it no more. They'll quit. So that's today's ranching.
About to eat to start losing weight this week.
Commercials. Oh, one thing I want to talk about is this new TikTok that's been going around about gingers are actually black people. So, okay, if you got red hair, you're actually a black person. I don't quite know how they get that. I think you're actually closer to an albino if you're a redhead, aren't you? I think that's the way it goes. But anyway, so does that mean since I got a sister that's a redhead, do I get to belong to the club now too? Oh my Lord. All I know is everybody, I'm going to do a video on my other channel, Lone Wolf Prepper Lives, tonight about, bad things are coming down the pipe. I hope everybody's prepared.
Amazing. Get IKEA whenever, wherever.
Everybody's angry at each other and wants to sit there and get all nuts with each other. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. You know, it's going to be, I don't know, I think the government's just going to sit aside and watch us all destroy each other. But that's too much of a heavy subject for tonight. We're out here just hanging out, listening to the radio. Got my puppies in the truck with me. So, yeah. She's 2.5, and she's still, well, not quite 2.5 yet. She still thinks she's a puppy. She weighs 80 pounds. She's solid muscle. Aren't you? Anyway, gotta love them. So I have some responsibility since I ain't got no kids no more. I just got you guys. But I tell you what, she could lick the color right off of you. Good you, sweetheart. Say hi to the camera. Anyway, yeah, let's see if we got some tunes on now.
Wait, this really just happened?
Oh, still commercials. Still commercials. Sunday night's actually the night to listen to the radio doing this. They have 80s programs on then and stuff.
With Clorox, clean feels satisfying.
Anyway,
Clean feels good. Use as directed.
did a lot of lawn care today. I'm going to have my green yard back. I will get my green yard back. Doing some spraying, getting rid of the weeds. That's one thing out here in the Panhandle, Nebraska. The wind blows. Tumbleweed city. But I had a green lawn once. Once you get the grass growing real thick, it chokes those weeds right out, so the weeds don't even have a chance. And which ones do make it, all you got to do is spray in the spring, and that's it for them. So, but dealing with nature, it's not a next day it happens thing. It's a seasonal thing. And now I ain't going to see the real results of my lawn until next year. So next spring when the grass comes back. This is Columbus. So anyway, well, let's see if we got some tunes.
Music ever made.
Oh, I guess this will do. I listen to pop music too. I listened to a lot of stuff when I was a kid. Def Leppard was my favorite band, along with Rick Springfield. And then, of course, everybody liked AC/DC and stuff like that. Yeah, I miss the simple days. Before cell phones and computers and all this internet stuff. I don't know. I guess that's what happens when you get older, right? The older days were easier than the complicated days. And that's what I'm doing. I usually go for about 20 minutes. So I've been playing with YouTube to see when the best time to go is and stuff. Still have a problem with people staying in the chat. I guess I'm different. I guess people are like that. They're in and out. Me, I like getting in. I watch a whole. When I start watching something on YouTube, I usually watch the whole thing. I don't know. I got, they say people got, 15-second attention span. I'm just always interested when people have to say, yeah, they may not say if they got a 20-minute video, they may not be saying what I'm interested in now, but they'll get it. So, but anyway, there's some creators that are real good. Interacted over time. I need to get definitely more technology advanced like here. I need to sit there. I have to get a studio set up. I got a lot of stuff I need. It's going to be a while yet. I wanted to have one set up, but it's going to be a while. Then I need to sit there and make it so I can transform it from another channel. Mobile primitive lifts. Which I do need to make a video for that tonight. That channel's growing slowly, but that's like my backup channel. I had a prepper channel before that got canceled. Alex Jones put underneath the prison. So I'm trying to stay away from that now. One thing I figured out, don't upset the people that pay all their advertising. Then you're halfway safe. But anyway. Oh, I wish we'd get a little rain. Getting all this wind and we ain't getting no rain. Wish it rained for like 2 days. For about 48 hours, get like 3 or 4 inches over that 48 hours. Just like so good. That's the best rains to get. The ones that are long, drawn out, and not heavy. The ground just soaks it up. Those are few and far between. Usually we get 1, 2, 3 inch dumps out. Gosh, it's very yeah, I can't wait till next year. Look at my place. It'll look way different.
Sometimes we all need a little break from the noise.
I think it makes me smile.
Classic Hits, 99.7 The Lake.
Long, long time ago,
I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance,
I know YouTube
I
couldn't
could
give me
make
a
those
copyright,
people
but I'm not going to
dance,
turn
and
this
maybe
live
they'd
stream off when
be
I got a
happy
good song.
for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride. Something touched me deep inside the day the music died. So bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die." Did you write the book of love? Do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so, do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal? Can you teach me how to dance real low? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage Bronco buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck. But I knew I was out of luck for the day the music died. I started singing bye bye, this American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die." Now for 10 years we've been on our own. Moss grows fat on a rolling stone, but that's not how it used to be. When the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, and a voice that came from you and me. Oh, and while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned. No verdict was returned. And while Lennon read a book of marks, the quartet practiced in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark. The day the music died, we were singing bye bye, this American Pie. Drove the Chevy to the levee, but the
Old school. Old school. Boy, I like it.
This'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die.
Nothing like listening to awesome music on a Saturday night. Don't you agree?
8 miles high and falling fast. The land is foul on the grass. The players tried for a forward pass with the jester on the sidelines in the past. Now the halftime air was sweet perfume while the sergeants played a marching tune. We all got up to dance.
Nice looking wheat field. Boy, it really recovered. So spotty, but I think I did get a half inch.
Marching band refused to yield. Do you recall what was the feel of the day?
I can't see it now, but it's
We started singing bye bye, this American Pie. Drove the Chevy to the levee, but the levee was This will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. Oh, and there we were all in one place. A generation lost in space with no time left.
I can't zoom in at this. I tell you what, this place is coming alive again. First moved back here, it was dead. Birds, oh my goodness, are we gonna get rain? If we could. That'd be nice. Go out and dance around the rain. This second, let me get my phone here. Look at my mother. Ah! Yeah, it's scary, isn't it? It's amazing after waking up to that.
I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some.
You were like Dracula, you didn't have a reflection.
She just smiled and turned away. I went down to the sacred store where I'd heard the music years before.
I think we might
the man there said the music wouldn't play.
My spray's good though.
In the streets, the children screamed, the lovers cried, and the poets dreamed, but not a word was spoken. The church bells all were broken, and the three men I admire most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast. The day the music died, and they were singing, bye, home, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. They were singing, bye, bye.
Don't worry, I won't put my page in detail.
Drove the Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die.
99.7 The Lake. Hey, it's Michelle Faye. Wake up with Billy and Judy. They'll play Google Buster, and you'll get the juice from Judy. Tune in Monday morning at 5 o'clock here on KOGA.
Classic 80s movie, outstanding. And like any other Hollywood remake, I couldn't watch the whole thing in front of the original. Kevin Bacon, Christopher Penn. Who was the woman's name? It's just way better. Way better. You know, that's one thing about sequels. You know, if you're trying to sit there and recreate something that was great, you're just can you imagine somebody trying not to compare Footloose to the Mona Lisa, but if somebody said they were going to improve on the Mona Lisa and come up with a painting, I mean, whatever.
Now I gotta cut loose, pull loose, kick off the Sunday shoes.
Nice way to relax after that. About you. No alcohol for you. Did enough for that when I was overseas. wonder if the YouTube algorithm is like this. Tom's not being so serious. He's trying to relax, have a good time. I tell you what, though, my channel's been doing good. My thoughts of the day and just my shorts have been doing good. They're getting shared and stuff. They're getting subscribers. YouTube's still dropping my view count, but not like they were. For a while there, where my views would peak out, and they dropped like up to 40%. So I don't know how you lose views. It's like somebody, oh, I forgot I watched that. Okay, we don't have to worry about your video account. Anyway, I thought that was strange, but the channel's growing. Maybe one day YouTube will lighten up. All this censoring. It doesn't matter which one. They're all censoring on the owner's lives. Still understand? I mean, if you're so thin-skinned and you don't want to hear what people have to say, if you don't agree with you, get out of social media business. And sell your business to somebody who's going to make it prosper and make understand what the First Amendment's about. But whatever. But if you promote some of the weirdest stuff, I'll tell you that. I'm not going to make weird stuff. That's not my style. A lot of people say I'm on YouTube. I don't know. And speaking the truth is what upsets me. Speaking the truth the way I see it, that's upsetting people.
That's the #1 preset on your car radio.
That's their problem. We were taught we were growing up, you're responsible for your own feelings, nobody else's.
Never sounded so good. 997thelake.com.
We were also taught sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. That one definitely not taught anymore. People get so upset about what's it called. If you're comfortable with who you are, you should have no problem worrying. You won't worry about what other people think about you. You're a good person. You got somebody that's not saying you are, and that's to say that your opinion ain't worth garbage because you know how they look. Nobody lives a perfect life, but there's some people out there that are very judgmental and could never live by the requirements that they want other people. And they could never. Holy cow, man, I'm here for 33 minutes and 32 seconds. They're playing good tunes now. Oh yeah, I ain't got nobody watching me. I don't care except the algorithm. The Google may have a moderator here just in case somebody says the wrong thing. They sent me a message about a moderator. I believe in freedom of speech. Okay, you want to get on my channel and be an asshole and show you're a prick to everybody? Go for it. Okay? You want to say insane stuff and make yourself look like a fool? Go for it. I'm not going to stop you. I'd rather have an intelligent conversation with you, but I know how to deal with people that those stupid comments. And they usually end up clicking off and not saying anything. Okay, just shut them up. But I'm not going to, I'm already censored. I'm silent. So I'm not going to be somebody else who thinks I should be censored. They think I should be censored, but they come on my channel saying the most terrible things. Anyway, but I need to be censored, so anyway, let them. That's what I was made for, to protect speech, right? Not just speech that agrees with me, okay? So, and the only way to solve our problems is start having open discussions about this stuff. We can't talk about that. Or that's too controversial, we can't talk about that. Too controversial, that means that the powers that be continue doing what they want to do. You get away with it. Sorry, I was talking to you. We'll see what's up next.
99.7 KOGA. Getting ready because summertime is about to be a lot more stressful than it is stress-free. If you've got kids, looks like we're going to be in the same boat.
Make sure when YouTube give me a copy, but it's like they have the reason it's time. There, Columbus. I guess this is what you do these days when you have a lot of time on your hands. Huh? I got social media to entertain me. Oh, hi, Carol. How you doing? I've been out here. We're just hanging out on a Saturday night. You know, like Impeach used to do. God, I wonder what happened to him. I miss watching him. No, I had a busy day in my yard. Tell you what, I'm going to get my green lawn back. But the horses made the back look good. I sprayed out here too today. But I tell you what, I got my lawn coming back. Things are looking great. Little different than Fayetteville, isn't it? First thing you'd say, there's no trees there. There's a wheat field. See, these wheat fields, what they do, well, they used to, is wheat fields get planted wheat every other year. Then they used to let the field would stay dormant, so they buy a whole section at a time, 640 acres, and they divide it into 4 fields of 160 acres. That means, you know, they'll plant the first one, skip the second one, plant the third one, skip the fourth one, and then next year rotates. Well, now they're doing crop rotation. They're putting a lot of chemicals on the ground. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Let me turn this down. I don't like all the chemicals they're putting on, trying to get more crops out of the ground every year and stuff. I think they're going to destroy the ground. It's going to lead to another type of dust bowl or something. You know, it's bad. I'll get a video once of a storm coming in. Like if we were to have a storm come in right now, what I call it is a Nebraska summer blizzard. And you get all the dust and stuff. I mean, it's just like a wall of dust, and then it hits you. And then it's around until the rain starts falling and it knocks the dust out of the air. But I'll get a video of what I call a Nebraska summer snowstorm. It's crazy. So we've had a lot of wind, but we need a storm front, the pressure to bring it out, the pressure wave. Anyway, but I'm glad you're here, Carol. I'm glad you're here. Subscribe. You know, the channel's really been growing the last few days. I may hit 100 subscribers tonight. Wouldn't that be something? You know, one thing, too, I found out from my analytics, Carol, my other channel, Lone Wolf Prepper, I had well over 1,000 subscribers. Because you get what you call return viewers. And see, this is because I'm getting this new analytics from my other channels since I have pissed YouTube off that bad. But yeah, my other channel, I always wondered why they said I was demonetized when I wasn't even really qualified to be monetized. So, you know, whatever. We'll see if Lone Wolf Prepper lives in Hidden Truths can get monetized. Then I can sit there and really put out some good videos. But I need to get a studio made up. Okay, I need to work on that. I got the stuff I need where I can look professional, because I want to do a lot of different stuff. You know, besides sit here and talk to the screen and stuff. And plus, you know, I like to get entertaining. Prince, I'm from Minnesota. Did he die as Prince or the artist formerly known as Prince? Or wasn't he a sign or something? I can't remember. All those people, when they get like that, they get weird. But yeah, started out in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Crazy, huh? Soon to maybe be on fire again when they pardon Derek Chauvin. So if you're in Minneapolis, make sure you prepare. I'm glad I'm not in Minneapolis when this breaks out. I was there the first time during the George Floyd riots, and I even went to my insurance agent because I owned a house at the time. And I said, now, if they come and burn down my house, I'm covered, right? He goes, don't worry about it. So, he never, whatever. But I'm glad I'm not going to deal with that. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere. You see people coming for miles out here. Yeah, I'm back on the farm too, Carol. I'm back until 2. It's not raining here, but where I'm fencing is almost 3 hours north of here, and it's been raining since Thursday. Actually, Wednesday night when I got off work, got back to headquarters and it started raining. So we need the moisture. Wish some of it would come south. I could do some of it, but anyway, I'll be going back up there. It's supposed to rain up until Tuesday sometime, so I'll be back up there Wednesday. I got probably about 10 days left on that job. That's the thing about fencing. I mean, my phone, I put that $15 ad on that website because these guys can't get nobody to do their fencing, even the people that work for them. Why don't you just tell them to go fencing? Anyway, job security for me. So I like it. Like I say, I like being out there in the middle of nowhere. So it's cool. It's cool. The only thing about where I'm at, it don't have the wildlife like it did where I was north of Whitman and stuff, because we had more water. But this place don't have that. It's not like I had see deer nonstop and elk are hanging out in my meadow, in my backyard and stuff like that. I mean, that was cool. In that video I took of that hawk nest all summer long. That was
when the fun truly begins. And by fun, I mean,
I didn't have that stuff backed up.
As a parent, I know I'm not the only one bracing for the summertime.
I tell you what, when they take your channel down, they take it down. And then YouTube is like some of the ones that I did have saved. I'm trying to load up on my channels, and YouTube is
then stress-free.
I'm not silencing them. I'm listing them.
Classic hits. The best
because they say it's a copyright strike because the creator who made them, which was me, took them down. No, YouTube, you canceled my channel and took. I had 1,000 videos on my old channel, and they took them all down. And now when I try to put them up on my new channels, they say copy. They don't take them down; they just unlist them, so you can't see them anyway. Because of copyright strike. How do you get a copyright against my own material?
For only $3 a day. No insurance needed.
Anyway, whatever. I guess the facial recognition doesn't see the same person in those videos that they are in these videos. So, I've tried that. YouTube, this is the thing when my channel grows a little bit too much, YouTube throws the screws on me. I don't know why.
It sure is, but I see
I'm just a little guy saying his opinion on a social media platform where you don't have to listen to him. But, if you want to listen to him, you should be able to find him. And, I scare the hell out of these rich and powerful multi-billionaires. Really? I find that strange. But that just goes to show you where the real power is. And they know it. It's in the people they're trying to control. Okay? Once the people in control realize that the power that they think that these people have over them is just an illusion,
Apple Watch Series 10 and iPad.
They'll be flying off to New Zealand and stuff.
Only until May 28th for new and existing customers.
Right.
Offer available.
Anyway, I've been putting out some good shorts. They've been getting a lot of traction.
KFC is back. And
I mean, like the one I did on
and we can't wait to serve you. Tuesdays, we've got
censorship.
A great deal for you. Get an 8-piece
If you
bucket of
silence
drumsticks
somebody,
and
you
thighs
limit
for
your
just $10.
knowledge, and that's the
get a meal
truth.
for just $10 more. Wednesdays, try our new country
It's
fried
flat out
chicken
truth.
for just $5.99. Or try our
Can't get much more simpler than that.
With everything you need
You're
for a
trying to
family
shut
meal
down an
any day of the
idea,
week.
so you're trying to
Download the
limit
KFC app
your
today.
knowledge.
Earn points towards free food.
Whether
and
it's because you don't
exclusive
agree
deals.
with it, you don't understand it,
KFC North Platte.
you
Reopening
just hate
April
the
22nd.
person that's saying it, so you'll shut
Watching
them down with
Clorox cleanup
anything.
Spray dissolve tough grime in the shower. Feels
Whatever.
Like,
And then the one
Wait,
I did
This
this
is what just
morning
happened?
about,
I'm shocked. Underwear and
the government
everything?
can take
it
everything you
feels
own
like
and
being
give it
able
to
zip
somebody
up
they
your
deserve,
overpack
but
suitcase
that
on
ain't
the
going to
first
make them a
try.
better person. It's just going to be able to make them have a more comfortable time through their
Clorox.
misery for a
Clean feels
while.
satisfying. Clean feels good. Use as directed.
Okay, that's all it does. It doesn't incentivize them to get out.
On eBay, you'll find millions of parts.
I mean, look at these people. They get upset with us because we won't work harder so they can get more money.
eBay has that part.
So you take it away from them, they're just going to get mad at us.
Changes big and small.
Well, they'll definitely get mad at the people that
Find all the parts you need.
fill their
prices
hand
you'll love.
first.
Guaranteed to fit every time.
But, it doesn't incentivize people to make themselves better. Struggling through hard times will make you a good person. It doesn't mean you got to cry for help right away. It just means you need to adjust your lifestyle. All these people, see, this is what happened in today's society. On stage, not so serious, but people forgot that they need to pay for their needs first before their wants. Okay. They get what they want with their money. Good night. Stay safe. Thank you, Carol.
Thing I hear a lot.
They get what they want with their money, and with the money I make, you're paying taxes that the government's going to take to me and distribute to them. That's what they get,
Tara
what
Terry
they
is
need
with
with.
Nebraska Owners Insurance, an Ogallala agency
They all got,
for Nebraskans. Tara
expensive
knows the
cable
challenges
bills,
facing you and
these,
is here to help.
These
With us looking at several different
subscriptions to
carriers
these
and several different
TV,
options, you don't
movie
have to go
channels and
to
stuff.
5
They all got
different insurance
internet.
companies in
They all
town.
got that
We are
stuff.
gonna look at all
They all
of those
got, a
carriers.
car that
Hey,
you
we
got to
quoted you
pay
on
$1,000 a month just to
Liberty
look
Mutual,
at
or we
in your
quoted you on
driveway.
Nationwide.
You haven't even
We're
drove
gonna
it yet.
give you the best options to make the best
But they
decision
can't buy
for your
food.
coverages.
Life happens, and we'll be there when it does.
And I'm supposed to sit
Owners
there
Insurance will help you get the
and
right coverage
the
for your
humble
home,
life I
auto,
live and the
farm,
money
business.
I
Online
make
at NOIAtoday.com.
and the lifestyle I live,
By
people wouldn't
Nebraskans
believe
here
it.
in the Panhandle.
I
and
live a
throughout the
very
state.
humble life. You know what my
Google
electric
Nebraska
bill
Owners
is?
Insurance.
A
Or
month.
Go to our website.
My electric bill, how much
NOIAtoday.com.
electric I use?
NOIAtoday.com.
$25.
Saving up a down payment can be the biggest barrier to buying.
So that means since I was gone half this month, my electric bill is probably going to be about $15.
Plus, because everyone deserves their shot at the American dream. Call 800
But I spend a lot of time
Rocket,
outside.
or visit
I use a lot
rocket.com
of
to get a head
electricity.
start on your starter home.
Okay.
Rocket Mortgage LLC, licensed in all 50 states.
But don't worry,
consumeraccess.org, number 3030.
When you think of
One
hot,
day I'll
you
actually
might
get
think
my
about the
dream and I won't
tragic
be
time
worrying
you
about
went
using
through
any
my
electricity.
Or about getting into your car on a summer day when it feels
Candles
more
and
like stepping
kerosene
into a
lamps in
sauna.
my dugout next to a stream with my
The heat
horses
can
and
work in your
dogs.
favor, like during Verizon Red Hot Deal Days. Get hundreds of hot deals on all your
Not relying
favorites,
on
like
the system.
iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence,
And when it's
Apple
time
Watch
for me to
Series
go, I'll
10,
just
and
walk.
iPad.
If I don't die on my bed and I'm able to walk, I'll
Only
walk
until
and
May
lay,
28th for new and
lean
existing
against a tree like
customers.
any good
Offer
mountain
available
man
on
does.
my plan.
Just
Only at Verizon.
thank
Made for this
the Lord
mountain
for the time on
exists
this
to empower
planet.
listeners
Go up
to
to
rise
heaven.
above their struggles and face the mountain in front of them. So
Tell you
during
what, I'm
Mental
so
Health
sick of
Awareness
this
Month,
new
focus
world.
on your
I think we're
emotional
gonna get
well-being.
rain.
Tune into the podcast and climb that mountain.
You will never be able to change or grow through
Well,
the
maybe
thing that
just
you
a lot of
refuse to
wind.
identify. The thing that you refuse to say, hey, this is my
Let me
mountain.
think,
This
Columbus.
is the struggle.
Listen to Made for This Mountain on America's
Anyway.
#1 podcast network, iHeart.
They play a lot of commercials. Sunday nights, they don't play so many commercials. They have to start doing this on Sunday night. A nice, relaxing Sunday night hangout. Hangout on Sunday. Saturday night hangout. Sunday night hangout. We'll have to figure something out. They will start talking about screwy subjects like aliens and Bigfoot, conspiracy theories. All that good stuff. Oh, one more song. That tree's coming down tomorrow. I had a bunch of dead ones to cut down. With the bugs in them don't get high. The bugs are left. Cut her down and stack it right there.
You'll be glad to know our music is now 100% free of high fructose corn syrup.
Classic hits from the 70s and 80s on 99.7 The Lake.
Well, that'll be it for tonight. Anyway, everybody have a good evening. I probably upset YouTube enough. They probably hit me with so many copyright strikes for this video, but I really don't care. If I can't even listen to a radio and hang out on a Saturday night in YouTube because somebody be afraid they're not going to make some money off of it, I'm done with that. Anyway, so everybody have a great night. This is Tom, and I am out of here.